It's second class.
Enough about stamps. It's
fine.
D&D time.
I need to send my uncle a card to say sorry.
You
his
heavy
wife
metal.
died.
Too late. We have started. This is... Wait, hang on. I've got something for this. This is the duck and raven. Why the duck's like a tiny thing? Like, it's not even a foot sized against the raven. But
wait, what?
That
Do you have a
Do you have a duck? I didn't see the duck.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Whack. It's got a little sailor's hat on.
Oh my god!
Quick, press the quack button.
I have a duck that is similar, but what the? Why did you kill my duck?
Amazing. Someone found the he's dead button.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome. Slightly late because we had some behind the scenes issues. 2 people are missing from today's session. Arya and Sian are going down the mountain, so they're not here. They're taking Garrett and the not quite dead halfling along with Boy, I suppose, down the mountain, whilst the rest of you are just kind of like having a shift around and having a look at things. Last time, you murdered a yeti by quite cleverly tricking it to follow some goblins.
You're damn right.
And it fell through a giant ice fissure and is definitely dead because it's like a few hundred feet down. Tried to also nick its child, which wasn't working. Not even Sian, with her much better animal handling check, could convince to follow her.
Look, it's just that I was tired from climbing the mountain. I could have done it on a normal day.
Whatever you say, Grimleg.
Yeah, disembodied voice.
Thank you. The other adventurers, unfortunately, were found dead. One of them ripped to shreds, and his head in a... Well, it wasn't actually in a hole. It was just on the floor. It was the dwarf.
No, it was in a hole.
The dwarf was in a yeti hole. Twas. And yeah, the Goliath was completely just ripped to shreds. To shreds, you say? And his wife? To shreds, you say? That's enough Futurama references. You also found the tiefling up at the top of the mountain. She, unfortunately, too, was dead, completely frozen solid, staring at a pair of blue boots. Of course, you raided the blue boot dwarf that was missing a head, and Asterix. I believe Hasek has now got a nice book of spells.
Oh yeah, what was in there in the end?
It's gonna cost me a fortune.
Yeah, there was some decent spells in there.
You will find out.
Ooh.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, that was kind of it. So at this stage, Sian and Arya have said, "Oh, we'll take these guys down the mountain just to make sure they get down safe," and the rest of you are just kind of hanging out, maybe on Grimleg's voyage to tame Yeti.
Well, no, Grimleg remembers something else they were here to do, and that was to find the obscure monster of giant interest to giant cocaine.
To giant cocaine?
What?
What?
That's what I heard.
That's also what I heard.
The giant king had an interesting creature here somewhere that we could hunt and maybe capture and sell.
I would be more concerned about it hunting us, if I'm perfectly honest.
My voice isn't right today. What's going on?
It's me,
Hey,
Grimleg.
Yes, we did try and steal Yeti's child. Mainly me.
Mainly you, yeah. I was debating shooting it.
Unfortunately, it
because
wasn't a mass debate.
Wow. But yeah, because I had tired myself out trying to pull my teammates up a mountain, I could not I could not do it.
You know, I think I'm the one with the highest animal handling and the absolute last character who would try to get a pet.
Are you proficient in it?
Yeah.
What?
I,
I'll
th-
trade you.
I think
I'll
Fidvan's
trade
more like to experiment on said Yeti child, so yeah, maybe not the
Yeah.
best option.
I'll trade you for my sleight of hand.
I'm not sure.
Okay, what about deception?
I'm also not sure. That doesn't quite jive with Fidman.
Does not compute.
Well, I need the rest, so you can't. No, dear. No, dear. Anyway. So, as I was saying, we could,
Not ready for medicine though.
No, I need my medicine. No reason in particular.
Okay.
I love that he's. I deliberately lie badly when it comes to this. But yeah. So yes, what should we do? So are you going back down the mountain to escort the man to safety? I say to the missing people.
They gone.
Oh shit.
Oh
My dog!
no, I am not. Why would I go down the mountain to escort people who are already being escorted?
I mean, that was a little road. They didn't even say goodbye.
Yeah. Or pay tribute to their leader. Oh well. So, shall we go hunt creatures here? See if we can track the mysterious creature that the Goliath's like. What was the description of that again?
Oyamanatok? It was like a giant bear, right?
I think it was a werebear.
Yeah.
Oh,
Giant werebear.
well, let's look for man tracks and bear tracks.
So werebear.
Where bear?
Oh.
I don't know. Well, let's look around, shall we?
I mean, are you sure it's going to be up on this mountain?
Isn't that what they said?
Honestly, I cannot remember.
Has
Well, I have-
thinks for a second whilst he ponders through his notes.
Uh,
I've got Angajuke's bell.
Oyamanatok is the one thing I didn't take notes about, so
Disappointed.
Yeah, I've got Angajuke's bell, Kelvin's cairn, and Easterly journey. And the Thonalaka Ka tribe are trying to defeat Oyamatic.
Boon laka laka.
If
So-
I made notes every session, I would miss half the session. Just putting that out there.
I mean, someone's got to make the
I
notes.
mean,
Makes sense for the
my notes
the
are
smart
mostly
boys
just humorous observations, so
of knob
But
goblins.
yeah, mine still makes sense. So,
I don't think I've taken many.
didn't they say something about Angajuke's bell? Or I know they mentioned Calvin's cairn, but I don't know about you, but I ain't seen any evidence of a giant bear. Just giant yetis.
there were
Mm.
also some rather big cats.
Oh, I'd kind of forgotten about those.
I suppose Yetis could look like bears to some people.
I wonder if that's what they meant.
I don't know. They seem to know their stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm too tired for tracking, so someone else should do it.
Is tracking survival?
Meat backs up.
Yes. I think so.
Meat.
Meep.
Meet, motherfuckers. Oh.
Grimleg is meeping.
I'm trying. So yeah,
I
what
guess
should we do?
It's up to
Direct
you.
us, OGM.
What are you trying to do?
Someone should search for bear tracks.
Oh shit!
Holy crap!
Someone nat 20'd on bear tracks.
Bear traps.
Bear traps?
Yeah. No.
Traps.
Snaps? Crabs.
I am, just looking for any remarkable specimen that I might study.
It's a good job that you yourself are indeed a specimen.
You notice he didn't say remarkable.
Yeah,
You yourself
you
are
learn to live with what you get.
a specimen. So you have a look around, and just like before, there only seems to really be human footprints, well, humanoid footprints around here. No sign of any kind of Yeti tracks. Though when you take an even deeper look into the snow and the kind of like surrounding area, you find that there is a slight indentation of this large foot on top of the snow, but it's almost imperceptible to the average eye. And you kind of figure that these must be the tracks of what you saw before as a Yeti. They somehow just pad on the top of the snow and don't sink into it, leaving no tracks to a normal person's eyes. You've had to look incredibly close to find them. The most fresh ones that have like made this slight indent on the fresh snow on top have gone away from the cave itself and up the mountain. No other tracks are perceivable, nothing that would insinuate bear or cat around here. Just yours, the gang that came before you, and that one set of Yeti tracks.
I believe the hypothesis of the Yetis living in family units that involved both parents is correct, and it went that way.
Oh,
Yeah, that reminds me. Why are we still hanging around outside a Yeti cave with a Yeti inside it?
let's
It's only a
That
baby
is a very
Yeti as
good
far as
point.
you know.
Did we not last
yeah,
session
we saw it.
see the
Yeah, we
other
saw it.
Yeti climb into the cave?
Oh shit, we did end on that, didn't we?
Well, you see, we're not outside of the cave.
We're actually here somewhere.
Halfway down the mountain.
Yeah. Was it here? Somewhere.
yeah,
Where is the Yeti?
you were sort of the Yeti cave
Oh.
itself is a bit. Yeah, there you go.
That's it?
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
a small cave.
I mean, the mountain itself's pretty big, so the cave looks smaller.
You were big.
But ooh,
Yes, come into my hole.
Oh no. So yeah, should we assume we're like there? Well, what should we do? Did you find anything? Oh god.
No tracks other than that.
Other than what? We're staring at a perfectly flat piece of snow.
Trust me, I can tell a Yeti just went through.
Oh, okay. Well, what now then? Should we search the other sides of the mountain?
Suppose we might as well.
Hmm. What other missions have we got to do?
Well, we had that person down in Caer Conic, and he was looking for something. We were to come and rescue that man from Calvin's Cairn. There was looking for Oyamanatuk, and there was a couple of fishing expeditions that some of you seemed interested in, like a giant lake monster.
Oh yes, Grimlag was very interested in this.
that is on the
I'm
other
Pretty sure
side
that's
of
several
Icewind.
kilometers away.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back and check on our axe peaks at the very least.
Oh, and we have to bring back that Chwenga to what's her face,
Well,
and Bren Shander.
That's true, but there could be other ways to resolve that one.
Could there? I don't see how the science could benefit from anything but getting the specimen.
Well, we benefit from summoning giant creatures through my subordinate.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure those skull kneecap folk were on about us having to save Icewind Dale from some
Yeah.
other devil worshippers. Oh, and they also said they got folk chasing me, so I mean, being up a mountain's a pretty good idea right now. I vote for the mountain.
What, just staying here?
Perhaps I could just live it out with the Yetis.
I'm cold. I want to go down. I'm going. I'm gonna start walking down.
That's like just goes. I guess that's decided then.
You're not allowed to go down. Uno momento. So what? You're just going to follow the tracks back down?
Yeah, I guess.
I suppose.
I think so. Unless there's anything else we can. I don't think we saw anything interesting. So
Just baby
There's
Yetis.
not. There wasn't much else except baby Yetis and frozen dwarfs.
Well, I wonder how much a baby Yeti would sell for on the market.
Papa Yeti is now home. I would not venture there.
I mean, if it's as stupid as Mama Yeti,
Are you not gonna be worried that it might be a bit, pissed off that you killed its wife or husband? I'm not trying to,
who knows with all
No,
that?
I
dirt?
saw it. This Yeti has a dick.
What, both of them?
No, this one. Well, I mean, maybe the other one too. I don't think I actually saw that one.
It's
No, I
moot
didn't do
either way.
that. Never liked it though.
It's moot either way, because I can only do that spell once. Once in a day. So, I suppose we better go back. To the warmth and new adventures.
That's what you think.
The disembodied voice saying spooky things in my head. And it's not the Raven Queen.
I thought you were used to those.
Only when it's the Raven Queen. But she doesn't really speak anyway. She just kind of is there.
Does she not call?
No.
I'm sorry.
he narrows his eyes. It's like, what are you trying to say?
I mean, it's a raven.
It's hard to, reach out and not be reciprocated.
It is reciprocated. She gave me a feather. Not everyone gets a feather.
It sounds like you're kind of being led on, Grimlag.
No.
Damn.
And then there's the whole other thing that I won't get into because I don't want to tell you yet. I suppose I could tell you. Seeing as you're my warband.
I think you should tell us just in case something goes wrong,
I think
Nothing
we
will-
should make this the therapy session.
Right, Grimlag, sit down.
I don't want to sit down. It's cold.
Here, I've molded a lounger out of snow.
Still snow. Put your cloak on it and I'll consider it.
Meat puts his cloak on it.
For fuck's sake.
It was a little notepad. And a quote.
Okay.
From where you don't know.
Begrudgingly, I'll sit down on the snow thing and I'm like,
Well, I guess Grimleg guesses he could tell you about the other thing. So, you're probably wondering how old Grimleg got to this snowy, stupid land.
he sort of waits
No,
for.
I wasn't, but please do tell.
Yeah, you can't say I've been worrying that much about you.
I'll tell you how Grimleg got here. See, Grimleg was part of a goblin warband. Very strong we were. And we raised hell in the Feywild. And the sun never set. And neither did our revelry or our stealing. But one day, some suspicious-looking people, not unlike yourself, pointing to Fidvan, with purple skin,
Oh.
tentacle chins.
Oh.
They came and they approached the warband leader. His name was Sharpfang, I think. Wait, what was his name? I wrote it down somewhere. Anyway, I'll find it later. But yes. So they approached him and they said that there is a particular enclave of elves they wanted us to assault. And funnily, during the meeting, we all passed out because they gave us drinks. But when we woke, the leader knew where to go. So we found ourselves not where we were, in a different forest. So we went, we found the enclave of elves, we assaulted them, even killed a couple. And then he kind of he's got like a bit of a 1,000-yard stare as he kind of pauses and goes, well, Grimleg's friends started exploding and turning into giant frog creatures. And then they were gone. And the frog creatures assaulted the elves and mostly killed. Grimleg ran away when he saw this. He did not want to share the same fate. He found himself in a temple to the Raven Queen. And there Grimleg slept, thinking he would die. But then Grimleg woke up, brutally poked by stupid elves. They poked me with sticks, trying to wake me up without me stabbing them. I would have stabbed them. But anyway, they restrained me. I stopped fighting eventually. They would not stop singing and talking. So, they tell me I have a disease. There is inside me a creature growing. And so, that is the problem I'm trying to solve by this method.
And he takes out this his little, I guess, dart that's basically coated in a powder, and he goes,
Every day I must stab myself with this.
and he jabs it in his stomach where he lifts up his shirt. You see there's a few like puncture wounds that have scabbed over, and he kind of like winces as he stabs the dart into his stomach, and he goes,
This prevents the growth of the creature. You see.
That's
So,
gross.
no, it's no big
And
deal.
weird.
It's no problem. Grimleg has it handled. Grimleg's smart, you
I
see.
mean, that sounds like a problem.
Of course.
Do you want me
It's
to
fascinating.
recount?
As fascinating as your disease is, you said you met these purple creatures with tentacles.
Yeah, Grimleg thought you were one. Grimleg was going to rob you and stab you at first. But then he didn't. Because you don't have the tentacle chin.
And Hasek make an Arcana or history or some kind of roll to try and guess what these purple creatures with tentacles are.
I will accept either Arcana or Nature, because technically they exist in nature.
Well, Arcana is roll. Ooh.
Damn, G! You have heard stories of these tentacly faced creatures, mostly from Tales of the Underdark, where some of them seem to reside and have done weird, twisted stuff to many, many people. The Illithids are known for their brain-sucking antics and fucking about with people, enslaving them, all that lovely, lovely stuff. With their telepathic kind of connections and like whole society is built on basically brainwashing people, eating brains, and trying to take over not just the world but the entire universe.
Hasek just pauses for a second and he goes, "Well, oh shit.
What? What's
yeah,
wrong?
You're pretty fucked."
No! Grimleg's fine. The Raven Queen protects him, too. That's why Grimleg's so devout. Because I can only assume I did not explode because I fell asleep in her temple. I'm under her protection. I'm immortal.
Mhm.
Azai turns to Fedvan and just goes, "Well, our friend Grimleg here is infected by some kind of spawn, and well, it's gonna grow and eating him up and inside him, and then eventually turn him into a nice. Well, I suppose it'd be a little blue thing, right?
Some were red and some were blue.
Hmm.
Yeah, they weren't like the tentacle face things. They were more like giant frogs.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's infinitely less interesting, but
Oh, no,
do you
it's
mean?
not.
Oh god, he's
Sorry. I don't know how I did that.
Yeah, so, the giant frogs erupted out of my clanmates. And my clanmates' limbs went flying. Grimleg got hit by many fingers and toes. I barely stopped to take the gold rings from their fingers before running.
I want to medicine check him, like without asking for permission, as if he's some sort of lab rat.
You like pick him up by the scruff and just start like moving around and inspecting him. Yeah, go on, do your medicine check then.
oh, pretty good.
Pretty good indeed.
Oh, sorry, that didn't pop up for me straight away. 21, it's not bad. So what you can tell of him, looking just at like outside means and stuff like that, doesn't really seem to be much on show. So you do notice that there's a slight spot kind of like on the back of his neck where it looks like quite a biggish needle has gone in, and checking that kind of wound looked like something had been inserted into Grimleg. Probably some kind of gestation, kind of like more like a larva or something like that. That's obviously flown, not flown.
I'm wondering if it's gonna burst out your chest.
Ah, it could never happen.
Well, that's the part that Fidvan does notice as he's like lifting Grimleg up and then kind of like skirt. I don't know whether he's wearing a shirt or something, but looks at his stomach and you can see almost like slight pregnant belly, but obviously that's not possible. But you kind of like poke it and you can almost like see the shape of something rather tadpole shaped inside his stomach.
Hmm.
Put my shirt down, it's cold.
This is horrifying.
Some kind of parasite. Well, this is
You're a parasite.
quite interesting. If we ever get this out of you, however, by whatever means that happens, I want to take a look at this.
Me too. I want to tell it some choice words. And then stab it and take its belongings.
I
You
mean, I
can
don't
take-
think it has belongings.
And I believe right now you're its belongings.
No, Grimleg is free. Impossible.
Are you, Grimleg? Are you free?
Well, I mean, apart from the prayers I do every day, and the observances, and, the tithe, and, let's change the subject.
I agree. So these tentacled creatures, where did you say you found them?
In the Feywild, they approached us.
That means nothing to me, I'm sorry.
Meep frantically scribbling in the background.
Well, the Feywild is a place that overlaps the normal plane, as far as I understand.
Are
For
we
us,
talking religion again?
Well, for us, it's just, the Feywild's the normal place.
I want to scan everyone else's reactions.
Wait, what did he say? Sorry.
I imagine Hasek would know a little bit about the Feywild, right? Being a wizard and stuff.
I think
nonsense.
anybody with any kind of arcana background would know what the Feywild is easily enough. Hell, even if you've got slight connections to the elves, you know what the Feywild is. This sort of layered plane that in some parts resembles the world you live in, but exists as a completely different one. It's pretty much a place of strange and mystical fairies and forests and stuff like that. Yeah, you'll know the basics of the Feywild.
I guess Hassan looks nonplussed then.
Why are you looking nonplussed?
Well, I mean, it's well known that creatures from the Feywild and the Shadowplane cross over quite frequently. It's a common. Some people even draw, their magic from there. For example, Meep here. Well, although he's not Fey, he comes from it's sort of a higher place, and it's well known that you can draw power from these places. So it's not surprising that things exist there.
I knew there was a reason myself and Meep got along.
How
We are
far did I
higher.
come?
Higher creatures.
Like, where are you from?
Not here.
Yeah, he doesn't know what Goliaths are.
No, you're
Everything goes.
surprisingly vague. You know,
Yes, I do know.
Meep turns to you. With this notepad.
Well,
Meep?
Has also been curious why you are blue and have no hair.
Anywhere on
you
your
would
body.
find
Grimlag has checked.
I will ignore that last comment. You will find those are quite common attributes among Vidalcan.
For what?
The what?
Oh goodness.
Oh no, you see, if even you've got Ophelia's attention, now you got to talk.
Hey,
You
what's
can
that
have my
supposed to
chair if
mean?
you want. Here, come sit.
I get off my chair and I like push it out.
Now we all look at him. Make
Everybody
him
gets it.
uncomfortable.
Meep gestures to the chair.
Damn, I mean,
Me?
I guess I can't say no to Meep.
Me.
So you mean to tell me you have never heard of Vidalcan before?
I don't think so. Maybe Grimleg should
Oh.
roll.
Let me check. Pulls out a d20.
Yeah, I pull out some bones and I roll them on the snow. What would it be, Tom? Arcana or
I
nature?
mean, it sounds like you're running the game yourself now, so I'll just. I don't think it'd be nature because it's not a naturally occurring thing here.
Yeah. Maybe history?
Yeah, do history. See if you've, I don't know, ever learned of something through some kind of study at some point.
The elves
I
know many
also
of your
roll
things.
a history check.
I mean, that was cocked on the screen. But no, you've never heard of a Vidalcan.
May Hassak roll a history check?
Sure, anybody that's interested in rolling for it can do it. Fidvan, you roll a history check to see if you know what you are yourself.
Oh god, what are Vidalcan?
Oh shit, okay, that's a good one. Ophelia's 17. You're sure you've heard mention of it? It's probably more in your father/mother's journals of trading with other cultures, and you're sure you've read somewhere that this specific name Vidalcan comes from off this world, and there's some very rare artifacts and stuff that you can get about them, but you had no idea that they could exist on this plane.
She's scratching her head, going Vidalcan. Oh, I remember. Wait, why are you here?
Incredibly good question.
How? I didn't know you could live here.
Well, I would
Mind you, the
most
notes were
likely
quite lacking.
I most likely would not be able to if I hadn't been given these clothes.
That makes two of us.
Wait,
Much
there was a
longer
question
in the
about the
forest.
clothes.
I am in agreement. These clothes are really helpful.
I mean, I know it's cold, but like, is that it? Just that they keep you warm?
What?
Um, well, yeah. Do your clothes do something more special?
I mean,
Yeah,
you can buy clothes that do more things.
my clothes hold stolen items.
You do know it's warmer down south, right?
Well, I would imagine that depends on where exactly in the plane we are, which I guess means we're in the north.
We're in the north.
Yeah.
So before we move on, did Hazak get anything else with the 24?
Oh yeah, he's probably even done dealings with Vidalcan at some point. Probably through Magic University. Maybe
I
once
imagine like I would have maybe come across one or two within the academy, right? Like, if that's the case, maybe they
yeah,
come and practice magic. I don't know.
probably some kind of connection. Maybe there's
Yeah.
there's obviously in your studies of extra planar stuff.
Yeah.
You've come across studies with the Vidalcan, and probably trades and stuff like that. You probably have seen the odd one. They're not very common at all.
Mhm.
And again, sort of along what Ophelia says about them not coming to this plane, it's kind of true. They don't generally come to Faerun in general. Mostly based in, I can't remember the plane's name now, but you would know it.
Ravnica?
Yes, that's the
No,
one.
Ravnica.
Yep.
Or
Um,
All right. Yeah. So, how did you plane hop?
plane.
Well, I mean, right, your people are usually from. You're not from the Faerun or this place. I guess the best way to describe it you're different from a different planet, right?
Certainly feels like it, but the probability of me finding another planet accidentally in which life is compatible, well, is astronomically low.
Is
And
it?
Grimleg playing hop? Grimleg will try.
So, I'm just wondering how did you get here?
Well, not by choice. These purple tentacled creatures,
Oh,
they
great.
they took me.
You too?
Well, yes, that's why I was so surprised when you said it.
Well, now Grimleg needs to look at your body. It's all still.
I can assure you I was not infected with anything.
Maybe they put something in you.
Giggity.
Then
I'm gonna forcefully medicine check. Crawling all over him.
Whilst he's lying down on the snow chair covered in a cloak, you're just like
Yes.
spider climbing all around him.
Like I slip into his tunic and I'm just like scrabbling
Yes,
about.
come into my hole.
Oh god. Should I roll medicine?
Yes, please. Well, I mean, I don't know why I'm saying please. This is just kind of a complete invasion of privacy.
Damn, that's some good medicine.
I scrabble about inside your shirt.
You have a look around on Fidvan, and strangely enough, there's no markings on him, full stop. Apart from, I assume Fidvan hasn't got any tattoos or anything like that.
No, the only sort of scars he might have is something like on the back of his head.
Ah,
I poke that a bit. But whilst I'm
Does it like look? Hassan kind of moves around as he's like inspecting the scar. Then does it look similar to Grimleg's scar?
Big difference between them.
I don't think so.
Is that Bitvan's may look surgical and looks as if someone purposely did that, whereas Grimleg's is more like on the back of his neck, as if someone just stabbed a giant needle in there carelessly. There was no real.
So it's like the scar's more Fedvans is more precision based, and Grimlegs is more.
Yeah, so like someone that actually had knowledge did something with Vidvan, whereas
You know,
Grimlegs is like someone was just like, oh well, we'll just shank him with this giant needle.
Like mass production of.
How did I end up with a bunch of weirdos?
Yeah, all these goblins just on a conveyor belt, just getting stabbed by a needle that comes down from the sky.
Whilst I'm examining you the whole time, I'm holding up like my syringe in a reverse grip, like I'm about to plunge it into.
Oh god.
Just like
I'm looking for it. If I see it, it gets the juice.
now, what about you? You saw some movement in Grimleg's sort of abdomen area. Have you got any such of any such quirks?
No. I do not believe so. I do not have my equipment to thoroughly check my body, but I have noticed no difference that could be attributed to a parasite, I suppose.
There was
For reference, I suppose his anatomy is quite human-like.
There was only one thing, and I can't remember if I've mentioned this in backstory stuff, Andres. But when you were near that place that how you got here, you had the message in your head.
Did I?
Yes.
Can you send the message to me?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, hold on. I think I might have a parasite after all.
He's got the brain bug. He's got a mind virus. I think Emily's gonna be miffed she missed out on this one. Actually, I can just imagine for this scene, she would have been super concerned.
You can hear somewhere
Oh shit.
down the mountain. There is a very concerned in Dragonborn.
Just the wind brings it to us.
It's like she's right here.
No, I was a bit shaken up. Lost a few of my capabilities, but they seem to be coming back now. So I would not
Wait,
worry.
something has done something to both of you, and that's worrying.
Have they?
Yeah, you've got a giant scar down the back of your neck.
So,
Oh no, that was there before. I did that one.
Oh.
Wait, what? Oh, that one. No, the one on his head is suspect. But
No, I mean yours is. Mine is not. That was
What?
very much intentional.
wait, you did that?
Correct. Well, it was not very accepted among my peers, but I needed a test subject.
Oh.
Ophelia looks over to Hassak and just say, "We're best normal, right?"
That's like does not make eye contact with you. Yeah, totally normal.
Hassak sits on the chair.
I'll just psychically tell to everyone. Well, I mean, it paid off.
Oh, it's that thing.
All right, okay, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Gurlick didn't like that at first.
This isn't making sense.
Oh well, I could show you
I'm
my research
okay,
notes.
thank you. I'm okay.
Yes, Grimlick would like to see all of your notes.
Maybe when we're down the mountain.
But yes, Grimlick's fingers are cold.
You know, if you want to, we could take a short hour's break out of the cold if you like. I can provide that.
You can.
Not back in the Yeti cave?
Yeah, sure. You want to go that? Just,
No.
You know? No Yeti cave. Hasek pulls out the rope out of his bag and just starts spinning it like on the ground until it's got immersed in the snow. and
Well,
incantates a couple of words just over and over and over again, and casts rope trick.
Ooh.
I was gonna say, while you're spinning it, Ophelia's muttering to herself, going, "Maybe I'm the only normal one here." and then you do your rope trick, and she goes, "Oh no, it's alright. It's just magic."
Go on, jump in. Sorry,
Yeah,
trust me, it's kitted out nice. You know, a couple of chairs, place to sit, a rug for me.
Grimlock's just like,
Ophelia
How was
absolutely
circus
makes me laugh.
attack? Oh,
Ophelia's already up the rope.
I'll follow up.
As I wait for everyone to go in, Meep will go in before Hassak, and then you just come in and pull the rope in, and it's like they just blink out. They're no longer on the side of a mountain, but you're in a nice smoker's room.
oh, look at all this.
There's already like a bunch of old men in big armchairs just smoking pipes.
It's like, imagine it, maybe it's like fuzzed out silhouettes, and it's like a booth stall. And he just goes, "This one's ours," you know. Mechanically, I guess it lasts an hour, so you can technically take a short rest in here if anyone's needed to. It's basically free of danger and all that stuff. So
I don't think it'll cure my exhaustion, but it'll help.
no, I'm afraid you're going to need probably a full night's rest for that, and I'm not powerful enough to provide that yet.
So short rest.
Yeah.
Bones.
Yeah.
Well, magic certainly seems less restricted in this plane, as you insist on calling it.
You know, I'm
Why
curious,
would
how
it
does it
be-
work in your plane? Does it work?
Well, I've never heard of anyone doing this, for starters.
Oh, this is just a little gimmick. It gives me an hour away from everybody and a bit of peace. You know, you want to disappear, just pull out a rope, climb up it, disappear.
This
Oh.
could be a very useful spell for thieving.
Well,
Yep.
I was thinking more in terms of intelligence collection, but yes. Yes,
Oh.
come into my hole.
Both related activities.
Grimlock brings out his pipe and he sidles up next to just like,
Got any tobacco for rich goblins?
You don't need to buy it off me, Grimlake, and he just hands you.
Oh, thanks.
Just remember and crush it up before you smoke it.
Okay.
you see him like jamming his finger and thumb in. It's like,
It's like, a bit more. No, it's not fine enough yet. A bit more. That'll make you cough. Bit more.
Like I'm gouging an elf's eye.
Exactly. No, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
A nation winces.
Well, the magic of
We got an hour in here. It lasts an hour, so
nice.
now we're out the cold.
I've never seen anyone do something like this. Magic seems to be a lot more straightforward and
I wouldn't say that. You
and
weren't seeing
short.
what my fingers were doing behind my back to cast this thing.
You
Well,
said
I
it restricted.
I mean, I say
Well,
they were
yes,
behind my back. They weren't.
most magical effects are restricted to either elemental effects or there's some size altering magic. It's very much more physical.
Strange.
Well, suppose there are a couple who know mind reading.
Ah. And only certain people can use it?
Well, yeah, they're a very dangerous group. In fact,
Oh.
I was trying to develop a countermeasure, which is why I needed to experiment on myself.
Oh.
I can do a little bit of magic. A little bit. And she holds her fingers really close
can.
together for emphasis. She kind of waggles her fingers and like a little ray of lightning sort of like skitters across them and says, I can electrocute people.
Oh yeah,
You know what's funny? I can do that too. And he clicks his hand, and you see where arc electricity comes through his fingers.
Snap. I
Hmm.
can also float if I really want to.
Oh, that's
You can float.
you can.
And I can fall slowly.
Oh no, that's
I can't do it very often though.
that's pretty handy.
Grim
I
Leg
want
can
to check if
teleport.
she has like, some sort of appendage that might help her do that.
Grab her and throw her off the mountain.
I can also talk with animals.
Oh, Grimleg wants to do that. Oh.
I can do that.
Wait, where does that one come from?
I have speak with animals as an at will.
What?
I'm not sure where that comes from.
Is that a barbarian?
I lost
thing?
track. I lose track of where stuff comes from.
That can't be one of the racial ones. That doesn't fit in. But
Is
okay,
it about?
it must be a barbarian. It must be your subclass.
I went
It's,
totem.
Yeah, no, it's totem. It's totem because
Oh,
it's a once. I don't think it's at will, but you can do it ritually.
oh.
You cast it ritually.
Because I did it all through the like the character builder, and it's just classed it as at will.
Mm.
With a
So
one action. Oh,
you know what we need now, right?
Mhm.
There's 5 of you in this rope trick place right now. One of which being an animal that has been meeping
Yeah.
the whole time.
oh shit! I can talk to me. I feel it. She just sort of sits there, and then she just turns to Meep.
Well, I
And
think when
like-
you cast it, I think if it's the one from totem, it'll still take you 10 minutes to set up.
Yeah.
I guess.
She turns to Meep all wide-eyed and just goes, "I could understand you." Right, I need a minute. I need a minute to get ready. It takes me a while.
Yeah, when you adopt this path, you gain the ability to cast a beast sense and speak with animal spells, but only as rituals.
Meanwhile, whilst this whole thing's going on, Grimleg's just bouncing around in the background going, Grimleg can teleport! Grimleg is special too! Grimleg can teleport!
I've also just realised that I'm drinking Coke when I could be drinking vodka.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Just upgrade it and mix the two. Drink
No,
them
it's
both
already
at the
mixed.
same
It's
time.
pre-mixed in a can. Because that's cheaper than buying the bottle. Let me go get my vodka.
So you're telling me you don't have to bother giving animals the necessary facial structure for actual speech, and then trying to develop a language that'll fit both physiognomies and. You have any idea how much effort we've put into this?
Big brother!
No, I don't understand why you didn't just use magic.
Magic probably would have been
Magic
easier.
doesn't work that way. Well, I mean, I guess here it does, but if
Maybe
people
like-
want to electrocute others, we would need to make complex contraptions and charge it with lightning and.
Well, in Grimleg's case, you either just steal notes from the elves, or you ask the Raven Queen. Easy.
You know, I was so much happier before I knew people had it this easy.
He's like, I've just moved to a first world country, now getting all this money for free.
Yeah, I mean, some of the things Grimleg knows he stole from the elves. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should have told you the last bit. You know, that forest to the northwest? That's where the elves were that we assaulted.
So we can't go there then.
Well, we can. Grimleg will not be happy to see them. They always lecture and try to tell him how to be a good goblin. And sing in the mornings.
Oh no, that's hellish.
It's
No one
unfair.
wants singing in the morning.
No.
No one.
Like
I see
brute.
elves are the same no matter the plane.
Speaking in rhyme.
Just being dicks in general.
It's such a crime.
Wearing coordinated colors.
What's wrong with
Hey.
coordinated colors?
No, I'm with Fedvan on this one. What's wrong with wearing coordinated colors, huh?
Well, in the winter, they all wear blue.
It's called a uniform.
Then they all wear green in the spring and some pink.
Also, they have like a winter range and a summer range. Does it like change
Yeah.
in variation?
And
Do they
then,
do like a display of like the new ranges they're going to be showing for that year?
and then they coordinate with each other. And then they talk about it for hours.
It has been ages since I've been to a fashion show.
I can't stand it.
Well, we don't speak about our uniforms all that often. I guess
Confuses.
that bit's weird.
I'm now also imagining that all elves are like Japanese couples that wear the same outfits as each other.
They're gifted with enormously long lives. And all they do to spend all the time they've been given to talk about useless things. Yeah.
Just got me wondering how often an elf cycle, like fashion cycle, repeats itself. Because, you know, us shorter lived races repeat every, 20 or 30 years. New styles come in, other ones come out. I wonder for elves, it's like thousands of years.
I've got no idea. All I know is they sat me down, they tied me to a chair, and they made me listen to all of their things about not stabbing.
Didn't look like it done much for you. You still want to stab?
Well, Grimleg finds he is more mellow in his middle age. But it's not because of the elves. Most certainly not.
No,
That
no,
sort
why
of-
would we blame the elves?
That's the sort of education that we would give our grasses.
What, you would chain them to a chair and make them listen to songs in the morning? That sounds kind of cruel.
Well, not listen to songs, just
mean-
make sure that they could understand and follow commands.
That just sounds like school.
I did think that sounds worse. I mean, you make somebody wake up and then they have to follow your orders whilst they're half asleep. And then if
Yeah.
they get it wrong, what do they get, like a cane?
No,
That
they make you
that
listen
sounds
to
exactly
longer.
like school.
Depends on the grasses. I would not use the term somebody to refer to them.
It wouldn't be the first time I've been thrown across a lecture hall, so I can understand.
Understands what Grimleg had to go
Really?
through.
Did you have to sing This Little Light of Mine as well?
Oh shit.
Grimleg was not
I
saying
hate that song.
no.
This little, this
We
little
used to
leap
get a
of
cane
mine.
to the back of the head if we didn't sing.
Oh, you too. We are all victims of this practice. Most barbaric.
Ophelia just hears, yes, meep too.
Me! I understood that.
And everybody
Sorry,
else,
you understood what?
everybody else is just hearing meep like as normal.
You said him too. Wait, are you caning him?
Oh,
Is he caning you?
no, not this one. His parents. They whipped us all into shape.
That's so mean.
For breeding purposes, you see.
That is incredibly mean. Good to know that he doesn't whip you.
Like we needed any reason to screw, but they did it anyway.
Oh dear.
Wait, why are you telling her I whip you? What the fuck, man?
No, he said that you didn't whip him.
Oh, good.
Just that's why I was saying it's good to know that you don't.
No, it would never hurt me.
Because I would have introduced your face to my fist.
You probably would have knocked me out in one. I'm just a small person, you know, and look at the size of you. You're like 6 foot, 600 feet to me.
Yes,
I mean,
that's small person abuse.
I'm literally at your kneecaps.
I believe in equal opportunities.
You could lift your leg accidentally and I'd fly off this mountain.
Oh, please
Remember-
do that. It would be most hilarious.
Remember when she kicked you when you were asleep?
No, I nudged him when he was asleep. I didn't kick him. He'd have known about it if I'd have kicked him.
Most cruel big
Meep wants me
person.
to kick you.
You know, she would have had advantage on her attack because I was prone.
So what's Meep saying? How are you hearing him? Grimlock's not jealous.
It's just a thing that I can do now.
Teach Grimlock the way of animal speaking.
Oh no, please don't. I wouldn't
You-
want to speak to him even if he could speak my language.
Oh my. This is very fun.
What is?
I told you. You know, he's not quite what he seems.
He really isn't.
No, it can be a bit rude sometimes.
I can see that.
Is he like a lawful evil rabbit?
Yeah, he's a fiend rather than a celestial.
Oh god.
He's just jealous that I'm actually the brains of the two.
Is he the dumb one?
Oh yes, definitely.
Who's the dumb one?
Him too.
Someone.
I despise how easy this all is to you.
I just love it. She's just going to have so much fun talking to me.
I enjoy this. It is nice to talk to a sophisticated person for once.
I mean, Mother and father spent a lot of money on my education.
I can tell
So-
your elocution is perfect.
As it should be. I may disappoint them in some ways, but at the very least, I am well spoken.
This is true. They both should be very proud of you.
I mean, I think they'd appreciate it if I didn't get quite so angry.
What does make you angry, Ophelia?
Lots of things.
Feels like there's no
Your
padded
turn to get
pen.
on the chair.
Is there
He
any...
gestures to the chair.
he's actually brought some snow in and padded it down into a chair
Yep.
and then put the cloak over the top.
Don't tell the Eldritch God your secrets.
The Eldritch God.
Ophelia's just
Hey.
going to glance at the rat and just say, "Are you okay?"
I've
Oh
already,
yeah.
Pete, I've already done that joke in a different campaign, so I think you'd expect it. I can't pull it off again. The rat, when Grimleg pulls him out, is just like, please, don't eat me. I don't want to be in the pocket anymore.
I don't think he's going to... You're not going to eat him, are you, Grimlock?
I'm not hungry right now.
No, you're not going to eat him, are you?
Well, no. He's my prize and my tool.
He won't eat you.
But please, tell him to release me. I wish to be free.
The rat wants to be free.
I
He's
wouldn't.
begging for his freedom.
I mean, I don't really want rats up in my sort of interdimensional space. There's no knowing where that rat's going to go.
Well, it's been in my pocket.
And I'll be quite honest with you, if you take that rat out of your pocket, it's
You-
probably going to freeze.
You did kidnap the rat. You rat-napped
Right.
him.
Grimleg rescued it from the certain death and
Well,
cold.
you took him from his family.
You rat-napped him.
Oh shit.
And that's a
wasn't
very
alone.
bad thing.
Oh, what is meat rolling?
Well, that wasn't
Wasn't
supposed. It wasn't supposed to be meat, but does a 19 hit, Grimleg?
What? Who is attacking me?
The
You're
rat.
getting bit.
It does hit.
Yep, you get bit by the rat for 1 piercing damage.
Oh,
You've
I
also
told you.
got someone in the chat chanting "Eat the rat."
Oh no, don't eat the rat.
Grimleg might eat the rat if it bites me again.
I stuff it back in the pocket. I'll be like,
You need to appreciate where you are, you ungrateful little thing.
Ophelia just hears a muffled noise from the pocket. Please, let me out! I don't want to be in here anymore!
Just let the rat go.
It will be eaten in 2 minutes or frozen.
No. Just let the rat go. Rats can live just about anywhere.
No, all I've got is this horrible taste in my mouth. I just want to be free.
Exactly. Don't let the rat out in here. They can live just about anywhere.
Yeah, wait.
I don't
until
need no
we-
magical rats up in my space.
Magical
I don't think it's magical.
And last time I checked, that thing had a mustache.
Oh, that was the cat.
Yeah, I was going to say that was the cat.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I'll put him. I'll be nice, and I'll put him in the cleaner pocket, the one I just found the fish bone in.
Oh dear.
1 second.
I think you're getting beat again.
No, he's not getting bit again because it misses him. I guess you pick it up by the tail and it can't quite reach your hand, but it's trying to gnaw at you.
I get it by the scruff. I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm like, you must learn to live with your new situation. Maybe we can, maybe when you don't bite me, you can
I
walk
have a
along.
suggestion.
Please.
I have a suggestion, Grimleg. Right, that rat in your pocket is very upset. My suggestion is, why don't we get you a nice, well-bred rat from a pet shop?
I don't want to be in this world anymore. It's strange and dark.
So when we leave here,
There's a giant
let the rat
rabbit there.
go, and we will get you one from a pet shop
I fear for my life.
that is better pedigree.
But this is Grimleg's rat that he rescued.
My
He
children are
did not want to be
starving
rescued.
without me.
Like,
He doesn't have. The rat didn't have children.
My children,
the rat did not want to be rescued. He was quite happy.
they're all alone. It's far,
He was
far
going
away
to
from
freeze.
me.
I picked up his old nest and stuffed it in my pocket.
Oh,
Yeah, you kidnapped him.
Yes, but he
He
was
was
going.
happy.
there were so
so you
many.
took his children too?
There were so many corpses to eat there.
You
There were?
took him away from an endless
No.
supply of food.
Oh, wait, we can't hear him.
Yeah, that's also why I stopped myself.
No!
But there was no food in the room he was in. He was in a room that was bare.
I mean, he just said there were plenty of corpses to eat, so he was getting food somewhere.
Ask him where the corpses were.
Where were the corpses?
In one of those other places, not too
The
far.
other- Other places?
Yes.
Well,
there were other
Grimleg recalls
places.
those. Grimleg recalls there were corpses there. Actually,
They were. Who were they again? Shit.
Either
there
way,
was two guards, right? Just as you came down the stairwell, because Mead followed you, there was two dead bodies of two former guards, right? Or cultists?
Yeah, I think that was.
I'll
Well,
say
the
you do
owl-
remember it. There was actually a few. There was no guards, from what you could tell.
Hmm.
They were all
Oh.
cultists. I think there was like 3 or 4 of them.
Oh.
Mm,
How did the cultists die?
I can't remember.
Please. My children, they will starve without me, even though they're inside some of those bodies.
What the fuck?
Eventually they will eat their way out and they won't know where to go.
Oh my god.
Well, I can't hear any of this, so
You know, I really wish I could understand what this rat was saying.
please just release the rat.
You-
I will buy you a well-behaved rat.
it's not the same.
Why don't you buy the rat off him?
That's a point. How much money do I have?
I'm worth at least 300 gold pieces. Not that I know what a gold piece is.
can I offer you a trade for the rat?
Depends. I really like this rat.
I will give you 3 whole gold for the rat.
That's actually quite a lot for a rat.
Holy shit.
Yes, that pays for the rat itself. But what about my attachment?
Grimleg.
I have a vial of
Give me the
jellyfish
rat.
stingers.
Ophelia's just going to hold her hand out, and she looks like she's starting to lose her temper.
No, this
Give
is
me
my
the
rat.
I will give you 3 gold. Just give me the damn rat.
Whatever the rat's saying, it's probably lying. It was alone. It was in a nest. I got it. I saved it.
Have you ever thought that maybe it was alone because it was having a nap?
Well, it was.
Yeah. So don't you want to be alone when you sleep?
No, because then not if I'm going to die in a couple hours.
It
Because
wasn't.
it was.
Oh gosh, it was not going to die.
We've got
It was.
we've got a bid in the chat for 4 gold now.
Grimleg, that rat is not worth 3 gold. I'm offering you 3 gold. That will buy you many rats. You could have a rat army with 3 gold.
Oh shit, yeah, that's true.
Like, how much is a rat? Like a
You
few
know-
copper?
Why don't I mix it up for you, Grimleg? And he takes the 10 minutes, just the last 10 minutes, starts drawing circles on the ground, and he motions for Meep to come over. And Meep stands in the circle, and after 10 minutes, Meep starts glowing all these like weird blue, sort of
fuck.
translucent colors, starts changing, starts shrinking down, and all the smoke starts to fill the room from all the incense Hassak's lighting, and Meep becomes a rat with a horn on his head.
I don't want to be in this form.
Oh, he didn't like that.
No, I know. I could hear him in my head. I know.
Oh, he talks in your head. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, that was interesting.
Does it?
Yeah, he did not like that.
Why
It's
have
like
you done this
emotional,
to
right?
me, master?
Grimleg's kind of like wide-eyed near the floor, staring at Meep Rat.
Well, I mean, it was that or a bird.
I don't like either of these forms. You know this.
I know,
Well,
but sometimes it's handy.
maybe Grimleg could be persuaded to give up his rat if he has pocket Meep instead.
I don't think you can keep Meep.
I'm gonna whisper to her. I don't think he intends to actually let him keep Meep, because he can just like poof it out of existence or something.
No, I go on, put it in my pocket, carry it around while I'm sneaking.
We need to do something about how delusional Grim.
Well, we had a couple programs of euthanasia.
You're offering to euthanize Grimleg.
You know where Fitman comes from
How
now.
much did that cost?
That's how expensive his 10 minutes turning meat back.
Maybe it's kind of to put him out of his misery.
Fidfan comes from Sweden.
No, I mean, it's not politically correct, but I mean...
I think we all know.
I think we all know where I'm talking about. My homeland.
Oh shit.
I mean, it was mostly used to cover up operations. But I mean, I know the procedure.
Oh, so it was an accident.
Wait,
I
wait,
can
wait,
arrange
wait.
an accident.
Look, you can't be talking about these things because
We
of
are-
what Stupid Rat has said. Rat
we
is a
are-
liar.
I'm a little lost. Are we trying to figure out how to euthanize Grimleg, or try to euthanize a rat, or neither?
I mean, I could do both.
Grimleg.
Yes.
Oh, so we're gonna keep the rat.
Yeah, we'll let the rat go.
Oh, okay, right.
But like we're on top of a mountain.
Yes, that's what Grimleg's saying.
There
You
are- there
can't
are-
let the rat go here.
There are many accidents that could happen.
Exactly.
How far do you think I can throw a goblin?
Very far.
Why am I being attacked by the rat?
Because you fucking kidnapped it, dude.
I rescued it.
I don't think it sees it that
Wait,
way.
didn't you put it back in your pocket?
You did.
What is it? No, it's a rat.
Is that a bite direct?
Who knows what that is?
But yeah, it's back in my pocket. I'm just
Mhm.
like, no, the rat stays. I mean, it's got to beat, like, my perception, surely.
Right.
If
Note
it's
to
trying to
self.
escape.
Passive perception, right?
Yeah.
Note to self: Grimleg is not allowed anywhere near me when I'm talking to me or any other animal because I'm not listening to the rat. Maybe the rat can have an accident.
Oh, God.
Well, that's what I said when I said I could do either. And that's what I meant.
Maybe we arrange an accident for the rat.
It deserves it. Look at my finger. Broke the skin.
Well, then let it go.
No. Grimleg's doing the right thing.
You're
Raven
not. You
Queen did
really
not
are.
say it was its time to die.
What was that saying? Is the path to, is it Avernus, is paved with good intentions?
Oh, Grimleg's intentions aren't good.
Oh.
Yeah. I saved it fair and square. And now
I'm
it's
pretty sure Grimlight's going to Avernus regardless.
This is true.
And apparently that's where I'm going too, so...
I mean, let's face it, I've
Jeez.
You've what? Sorry, because you kind of just started staring into space.
Yeah, let's face it, points a finger and then just stops.
I think talking to animals has ruined her mind. We should go.
I'm beginning to think I'm the most normal one here.
that was uncalled for. That was very hurtful. Actually.
Well, where do you think Meep gets it from?
You have a point, but still, we're supposed to be a team.
Run rat.
And teams give each other constructive criticism.
Was it constructive? That's an interesting choice of phrase.
That's entirely neutral.
Anyway, I'm going to start climbing down.
I'm like peeking out of the hole in the floor, I guess it is.
Can I give you a nudge with my foot?
I mean,
attack.
Not enough to push him out. Not
Oh.
just enough to like scare him.
Yeah, kind of that shove, but yeah,
Just so he knows that I could.
that's fair enough.
Oh, so it automatically ejects us after an hour.
yeah.
But the hashtag just goes without any warning whatsoever. Oh, time's up.
And just fall out.
Yeah,
of
you're just ejected into snow.
Grimleg, you do notice as the thing ends, the rat is about 5 foot away from you and falls into a snowdrift.
Why you? Yeah, why you take my rat? Why you take my rat? I will go after it and search for the rat. Because rats don't live on fucking mountains.
Can we just leave him here?
I like to think rats live where they want to live.
Yeah, rats
Who
live where
knows?
we want them to live.
Might make it up into the Yeti cave and become allies with the Yeti, and they'll talk it out, and then he'll realize that we were the ones who killed his mate, and now we'd have a Yeti after us too.
Yes, they'll rise up against Grimleg. And we'll have a mutiny on our hands.
Grimleg, both me and you, it's not hard to rise up against us.
Oh,
Very small.
no, you have a good point. Everyone's always untrustworthy.
I look
Oh,
around.
I was more thinking everybody's really tall.
Yes, that's why they're untrustworthy.
Do a perception check for rat finding purposes.
Oosh.
It's not going to be hard because
Meep wants to try and
Oh, shit.
perceive the rat.
okay.
Nice.
Perceive the rat.
Meep can smell the rat, and Grimleg is heading directly for where it landed. It's not getting very far. You can just see snow slowly falling into this hole, almost like one of those little what are they called? They're like little insects that sit at the bottom of a funnel of sand, so things fall in and into its mouth. It's basically doing that, but just all the snow's slowly falling into this little hole.
I'll grab the rat if I can. I'll stick my hand in and try and grab it.
Grapple check with advantage because it's a rat.
Oh. Oh, I'm still exhausted though, ain't it?
Oh
Have you
shit!
ever
So
tried
it's
to
straight.
catch a rat?
Catch the ratchin. Catch the ratchin. Wait, did you do that at disadvantage?
Yeah.
You should have done it just straight.
Oh yeah. Okay. What was the first one? Can we tell?
Should tell you if you click on it.
Oh, the 19.
Oh yeah. Yes, you definitely grab it because it doesn't score very well. It's literally just trying to dig its way anywhere, but it's getting confused and just kind of going in circles, and all the snow's falling in on it, and then its head will pop up, and you just grab it.
Okay. So as I pick it up, I'm like,
Look, rat, this is what I was trying to tell you. This is not a good environment.
I'm like holding it out to Ophelia, and I'm like,
Can you do Grimleg a favor? Okay, listen, can you tell the rat something that I want to say? I'm willing to make a deal.
I mean, I think he can understand you if you talk to him.
Really?
You just can't understand the rat.
is that so?
I don't think so, right?
Oh no, it's not. Is it?
No, I think you got the
It's
wrong
just
answer.
not
It's
me.
me now.
Yeah, no. She just goes, "What do you want to tell it?"
The
Tell
rat.
the rat I'm willing to take it back to its babies, on the condition that its children work for me occasionally in return for treats.
That is child labor and is frowned upon in most decent civilizations.
Do you know? Do you know how fast rats grow? Look, are you going to tell it or not?
That's child labor.
Well,
That's child slavery.
they become adults very quickly.
You're better than that.
They multiply like rabbits.
I literally offered to buy you.
Meat glares at you.
Eh?
Rabbits.
It's just been like says they multiply like rabbits. He just glares at them.
It's admirable. You know, in Goblin world, that's a compliment. Means you're very vital. Anyway.
I represent that comment.
Anyway, please tell the rat. I'll make a deal with it. I'll give it back to its babies if I can come back and gain the rewards of its assistance later.
When I talk to these animals, am I talking in rat?
No, weirdly enough, you're speaking out loud in your normal language, just
Okay.
the rat can understand you.
Okay. So I will relay it to the rat and stare at the rat intently in the hopes that it realizes it can go back and run away. There is a loophole.
Look, the rats aren't that smart. Grimlock will find the rat. I will find him.
I will find you, and I will force you into labor.
I have a particular set of skills. I want to have a rat empire. Yeah, so
I
happened?
relay it to the rat.
Okay. Whilst trying to invoke some kind of.
You can call it a rat thieves guild. You'll be the first rat thieves guild. You and your children.
I mean, you tell the rat the entire time this is happening, it is screaming for its life.
It's still screaming.
I get some seeds. Fucking hell. I get some seeds and hold them out to the rat. Just calm it down. I don't know.
Want to buy some seeds?
Animal handling.
Oh,
I swear we do more rolls in these random situations than we do. Oh shit! Dirty 20. Yeah, the rat suddenly calms down, seeing food in front of its face, and as it's like dangling from its scruff, it just kind of has a couple seeds in its hand, and it's just munching on them.
okay. I bring my hand under it so it sits on the hand, hopefully, calmly. And I go,
Okay, can you tell it again? I don't think it was listening.
Ophelia will repeat herself.
We want to establish the Rat Thieves Guild of Grimleg.
The rat finishes its meal because it's not a savage. It won't talk with its mouth full. And
Did it use a knife and fork?
did you say a knife and fuck?
Knife and fork. Did it use a knife and fork?
sweet seeds.
I mean, it's not a savage. How do you eat your seed?
You just stated it's not a savage, so you know.
Unfortunately, its utensils are back home, so it is forced to eat them with its hands, like a savage.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say eating with your hands is a savage part. It's how you eat with your hands, right?
Yes, it dusts up its fingers afterwards. But anyway, it turns to Ophelia and goes, "You don't understand what Thieves Guild is. Don't know if wants to sign children up. Children don't even listen to Rat Daddy."
It would keep you fed forever.
I'm in.
There we go. He's in.
Yes.
Just
Okay.
the deal was though that you have to keep them well fed.
Well,
Wait, does that mean that your mascot for your Thieves Guild is going to be called Rat Daddy?
Rat Daddy.
Rat Daddy.
Grimleg could do that.
I'll pull out a big chunk of dried beef and give it to the rat. Give it a little stroke and be like,
Yes. We have an agreement then. Grimleg can keep you fed. Just stay there and become fat, and I'll take you back to your kids. And then the real work begins.
The rat has no idea what Grimleg's telling it. It just takes the food.
excellent.
Well, Grimleg knows where he wants to go next.
So, are you going to travel down the mountain?
Yep, rest of the mountain. To our axe beats.
That fucking rat took about 2 hours of our lives.
The little song just goes in my head.
My soul has died.
Oh, damn it! You're gonna have fucking Ghost stuck in my head again. I had that song stuck in my head for so long. Them rats. Okay, so you guys head down the mountain. It's a lot easier than going up. Again, I guess Grimleg, because he's got the highest passive perception. You notice that the crag cats kind of pop up at a distance and are following you for a little while, but they kind of slink off once you get further down the mountain. They don't seem to go past a certain point. As you're nearing the bottom, you can see that Garrett has got the dogs all together on the sled and is actually off in the distance. Seems that they're taking your new halfling friend with them back the opposite way that you travel from, and that Sian and Arya are kind of preparing the axe beaks for riding. But just approaching you, kind of off in the direction that you came from originally and would be heading back, are these 3 hooded figures approaching from a distance. You can't tell any features from them because their cloaks are so far over their heads, and they're sort of like huddled over, sort of trudging through the snow towards you guys. They're about 40 feet away when you link up with Arya and Sian. And at that exact point when you all come together, The three figures sort of standing around 10 feet from each other. The one in the middle points towards your smallest member, Hassak, because you're definitely smaller than Grimleg, and just
I'm
goes.
no Grimleg. Oh, my hat's big though. My hood.
He looks big.
Sorry, carry on.
Judgment has been passed on this one.
Grimleg's big words.
You've already done that joke. Now we're moving on.
Do it.
Hassak Longmantle, Asmodeus demands your soul. And they all throw back their hoods, and you can see these strange, demonic-looking creatures. I say demonic; they're actually devils. Hang on, we have artwork. I can bring it up if I'm good enough at doing this.
Oh
thing.
shit! I'm not sure if anyone heard what happened there, Tom. Did everyone else hear that?
Nope.
What?
Oh, okay. So it went quiet for everybody.
Oh no, I think I did.
You did?
I've heard something about judgment having been passed.
Oh
and
yeah, no, I heard it.
Oh
First.
yeah, no, yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't hear that. I just saw. I got to see Tom take off his cloak dramatically. That was it.
And it just froze.
Ophelia is just like Asmoda what?
Asmoda what? But
Middle what?
these very lovely looking gentlemen with their strange barbed tentacle beards are stood a distance away and pulling these glaives out and are all ready to charge at you by the looks of it. And that's when we're going to cut and credits roll, cliffhanger, go. This has been a short session because a bunch of the party aren't here, and I'm not going to start a fight without the medics being around.
Would be pretty funny.
So yeah,
My
You
head
said-
is just picturing like a cowboy standoff. There's like the 7 of us and the 3 of them, and the wild blizzard's just blowing.
yeah, the cloaks
kinda
are
cool in my
billowing,
head.
and no one's doing
Actually,
anything.
it's
You're all just like stood there, motionless.
Everyone's reaching for a weapon.
Yeah, very slowly. But yeah, that's where we're going to cut for this time and return next time to possibly fight, possibly run. Who knows? But these guys look mean, and they've.
Do they look like the people we met?
Do they look like the people we met?
He kind of nudges the Grimwag and goes, "It wasn't one of those that put it in you, was it?"
Giggity.
I like unsheath my my blade, and I'm like,
Purple, yes. Tentacles, yes. Right type of being, no. You can kill these.
Hassak, you have weird friends.
I assure you, these aren't my friends.
Oh, so you're not going to be mad if I punch them then? Okay.
Punch away, my dear. Punch away.
And
I wonder what
eat
evolutionary
your
advantage their
sword.
beard gives them.
The longer the beard, the better it is for beating you with.
They eat with their beard? Okay.
I said beat. But
Oh, I see. No, yeah, that makes sense. You can flail people with your
Beat.
beard.
flail beards.
You say beet, I just think of beetroot. Makes me hungry.
and I just think,
beats. That's what he's
I
actually
think it has
sliced up
to
with
be-
that glaive.
Oh, he
if
thought he
you
was a
haven't-
beetroot.
You can't have your pudding if you don't eat your beet.
You know,
You
at
don't-
least they're not as evil as the cultists. They don't have skulls for knees.
Yeah, that's true.
They do have skulls on their shin pads, though.
They do? Can you
Grimleg.
show it to us again?
Wait,
It's like the lower
you
you
not-
go.
can you not? Yeah,
No, we can't revisit it for some reason.
it's actually re-shown
Oh,
it.
they do.
Dude, they do have skull knees. It's over his kneecaps
And
he's even got
and on his gauntlets.
and on his wrists.
arms. Yeah.
I know his belt. I bet that's a skull, but it's just faded.
Yeah, you can't really tell that. Maybe that belt's really old and it's kind of worn off the skull.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for watching. If you've got to this part of the video and you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and ding that dong. or something
Just
like
do the
that.
stuff.
Yes, ding our dongs, and we promise
Ding
next
that
session
dongs.
we'll have more action going on.
Yes, there will be
We've
more stuffs.
The rat army with a growl.
Pete will be sued for animal negligence. Don't you worry. Next
There is
time,
nobody.
Rat Daddy's gonna have his day in court.
Rat Daddy will have his day in court. You saw it here first, guys. The Duck and Raven. Share it. Do other stuff. We want to be famous or whatever. I don't know.
Do it.
We are the home of Rat Daddy.
Go. Yes, Rat Daddy sponsored this video. So go like the Dungeon Weaver on Instagram, Patreon, whatever else he's on.
Yeah.
Last time you did this, you got banned.
And last time I did this, I got banned off of.
Yes, media player.
But they didn't really.
Oh yes.
But they have. We're definitely sponsored by VLC Media Player, but not really. We'll have full team next time, maybe. I don't know. This is becoming a
We
terrible outro now. Say bye.
Say
That's a guest
bye.
bye. Bye. Come into my hole.